Hello and welcome to Coaster Strike. My name is Tom, and in today's video I'm going to go through when and what I think Frontier will release the next DLC for Planet Coaster Console Edition. Today I'm going to answer these three questions. When will it be? What will it be? And should you buy it? For those of you who don't know, Planet Coaster Console Edition was released on the 10th of November 2020, the first set of DLCs coming out on the 10th of December 2020. This is obviously exactly 1 month apart, and I think it would be likely that Planet Coaster would stick with this pattern. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that the next DLC will be released on the 10th of January, which makes the first question pretty easy to answer. The next question, what? Well, that's a little bit harder to answer. On screen is a list of all the DLCs in the PC version, and given that Adventure and Spooky have already been released, we can cross those out, as well as Classic Rides and Magnificent Rides because they were released with the Deluxe edition of the game. Out of the remaining, the most popular are probably Studios, Vintage and World's Fair. Spooky and Adventure were released together, which makes me think that the next video will also be a pairing. So what goes best? Well, Vintage and World's Fair probably have the best match, and Studios and World's Fair bring the most to the game in terms of rides and animatronics, so for this reason I don't think they'll be released together, since Frontier would probably want to spread it out evenly. Overall, this makes me think that next will be a combo of either Vintage and World's Fair, or Vintage and Studios. I can't say for sure which, but I personally prefer World's Fair, for the magnificent scenery it provides. I mean, sure, the animatronics and Studios are great, but this just gives so much more diversity and range to what you can do in the game, bringing 10 countries worth of scenery, which leads me on to, should you buy it? For me, this is a no-brainer. Of course! But that said, I am a massive coaster nerd with nothing else to spend their money on. I mean, it's really up to you, but I'll explain why I want it. First off, it provides some insane growth to your parks, each DLC adding at least one new ride and theme to the game, which makes your parks 10 times better. Second though, is for the workshop. You never know what amazing things might go on the workshop, that inspire you in the game or in real life. But if there's one item in there, a single piece of bamboo from the Adventure DLC that you don't have, well, you can't see any of the fantastic things that anyone builds. I get that it builds up over time, and if you buy every DLC and the Deluxe Edition and any other game features, it's probably going to be about 100 quid. But in my mind, it's worth it. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed and found this interesting and useful. I may be right about this or wrong, but I hope you're excited to see what comes next and get it for yourself. Have fun, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, by the way, you don't have to keep watching. Here's just going to be some clips from the Vintage and the Studios packs to give you an idea of what they'll be like once they come to Planet Coaster Console Edition.